Yeah. Morning, everybody. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to be here. It's great to be back. Is everybody having a good morning? A good week? It's Friday here in Australia, and the weekend couldn't come fast enough, to be honest. How about you guys? Let's say hello to everybody. Oh my goodness, you guys have been chatting while we've been setting up. Hello, Taryn. Hello, Faith. Hello, Drina. Hello, Faith again. Hello, Callie. Hello, Carla. Hello, Prosa. How you guys all doing this morning? So today we are going to continue working on this magnificent beach kit that is going to take us forever. And do a giveaway, of course. Did you guys see that everybody gets free store credit? You guys see that? It's right up there. Why am I reversed, mirrored? It's right up there. Everyone gets free $7 store credit today. Things have changed a little bit to how the website used to work. You have to use your store credit in the cart. In the cart, not at the checkout. You add your store credit in the cart. And the thing is, this store credit, it stacks. It stacks on top of the discounts that are already on the store. So we have I think it's 35% off nature kits right now, I think. And I think we have I don't know, something like 23% off normal kits. I can't remember, it's on the store somewhere. But the $7 stacks on top of that. It's a pretty sweet deal. So Panda, it's raining in Orlando. Does it normally rain in Orlando this time of year? Thursday night in Orlando, you say. Faith, how are we? Well, how are we? Tired. It's been a big week. I've been working the midnight oil, and Mel's been working the daylight oil.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe you can share what you've been up to. Maybe if you wanted to, you don't have to.
Well, it's been interesting times.
Morning, Ronnie. Good morning, Donna. You're welcome. You're welcome for the store credit.
It's actually been raining here too.
Has it? I haven't noticed because I've been working so hard.
It's been raining non-stop last night and even this morning.
Really?
Yep.
I've barely even looked outside today, unfortunately.
I'm feeling a little cold today. It's not even that cold outside, but I'm feeling a little cold. My tiredness has something to do with that.
I'm just trying to look up the Facebook page. Shall we go live on the Facebook page? We'll go live on the Facebook page. We'll tell people that we're live, and they can come and have a look at us. I've been working on something. I don't know if you've noticed, but our entire setup here has been optimized. So the camera looks better, the lights look better, these cameras. I was working on this all day yesterday. I hope you guys like it. Very soon, probably either today or we'll be ready for the next time we stream, I'm probably going to be able to stream this exact setup over to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So everyone will get the same stream. It'll be really cool. I'm going to go live on Facebook. This music's a bit chaotic, isn't it?
It's interesting.
Go live. One memento. Facebook doesn't want to let me go live. Having a hissy fit. It's saying no. Maybe you want to grab your computer. My computer says no.
It's your camera, I think.
Which Unfortunately, oh! What was that? What was that? What was? Oh, just an upgrade fee. Let's have another try. Yeah, it's probably wants me to restart my computer, which I don't want to do. Can't restart the computer. We just got started. Let's try that live again. I can't go live on Facebook today. That's okay. We'll just stick to Switch. That's fine. Hey, listen, guys. I have a favor to ask a lot of you. First of all, Rosa, yeah, I was able to change your T-shirt. I've ordered you a scoop neck, chillin' and drillin' T-shirt in an eco-friendly fabric. So I think you're gonna love it. It's on its way to you, and you should get it in a couple of days. That's what I'm going to show you guys today. We've got lots of cool stuff to show you. We've got lots of new products on the store that aren't diamond paintings, but are about diamond paintings. So we've added T-shirts, mugs. What else we got? We got phone, AirPod charging cases with diamond painting slogans on them. We've got I don't know what we've got. We're going to have to have a look because we've got lots of cool stuff, including stickers, so you can like stick your stickers wherever you think you want to stick them. Yeah, mugs too. Yeah, we got mugs. We got T-shirts. I got a great printing partner who can print all these wonderful things for us. And our very first design, I think it's really well. The first design was kind of rushed. Second design, I think, is kind of knocked it out of the park. We're working on the third design right now. And the third design is going to be Netflix and drills. And we're working on making the Netflix, the N for Netflix. We're working on making that out of diamond drills on the shirt. So having all the facets there, I think it's going to be wonderful. So we'll have a look at that shortly. Lots of cool diamond painting memorabilia? Was that what you call it? Or
merchandise.
Merchandise, yeah, merchandise. Oh, thank you, Dana. Dana gave us an applause. Thank you.
It's exciting stuff.
Mikkel, this is like this time of day to chat. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's good for us too. It means we can get up, do our daily morning things, have a coffee, check the business and stuff, and then start streaming. Now, where was I? What was I talking about? Merchandise. Why don't we have a quick look on that stuff now? I also worked on the camera, not just the camera, but the microphone. Do we sound better, guys? Because when I recorded ourselves, I think we sounded a lot better. The other news that I have for you is that we are not only going to be doing this Twitch stream, but after the Twitch stream, Mel and I will start recording our YouTube videos. So we'd love for you guys to check out our YouTube videos. The first one, I think, will be uploaded within the next day or so. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, I've been working to make this stream look better, and I think it does. I'm not too sure about the coloring. Maybe I could turn the...
Yeah, I think I look a bit too dark.
It was perfect when I went to bed yesterday, and when I woke up...
You look fine. Where you're sitting is fine.
Well, do you want to just move that light a little bit more towards you, and we'll see how that looks.
Yeah, because it's like I don't have that much of a tan at all. I don't even have a tan at all.
Well,
so
I don't have a tan, but that's clear as day.
God, no idea what.
Yeah, that's good. It's good, yeah. But that's how you look roughly in real life.
No.
It's just that,
like, seriously, my hair is a lot lighter than what it looks like on camera.
But I've set the camera to have a vivid color.
It's very dark on camera. It's like I don't recognize myself.
It's vivid.
Actually.
It's vivid.
And my skin's not that dark. So I don't know. You look perfect in all your
Faith?
Your glory.
Sorry, Faith, you're saying we are using boxes that say Home Craftology. But if you do get a different box, it's probably because we briefly ran out of my box, and we used, in light of getting kits out faster, probably used a different box. But no, we are using the same boxes as before. Just a minute.
Thank you, whoever gave me that nice compliment. I didn't quite get your name. Chris changed screens
Sorry,
very quickly.
I'll change back in a sec. Gianna got her first kits today. Terrific, and only took 2 weeks. It's great, and they're so well packaged. That's fantastic.
Thank you, Diana and Taryn. I wish I actually felt great.
All right. What was I doing? I was showing you guys the stuff. So let me share my screen. And then I wanted to ask you a few favors. Okay, so my screen. Looking in, so if you want any of these latest apparel stuff, look in t-shirts. I know that these aren't old t-shirts. I'm going to rename it to t-shirts and apparel in the menu. So what we have here, okay, that was our original design, the I Love Drills design. Now we've got the I Love Chillin' and Drillin'. Comes in t-shirts. We've got unisex. We've got a fitted men's t-shirt. We've got short sleeves here, and we've got a few more designs. We have new candles.
Are they scented?
Possibly. Possibly scented candles. Let me take a look. Let me see.
So important to know to find out if the candle is scented or not.
Pretty sure they're scented. I don't know what scent it is. Let's have a look.
You don't know what scent it is?
I only just added these this morning, like literally just before the stream. Unscented candle. We'll have to try and find some scented candles. But
what is your preferred scent, guys? I reckon a nice vanilla always is kind of neutral and not too strong, but a lot of people hate vanilla also. So
we've got phone cases in Samsung and iPhone. We've got AirPod cases in AirPods and AirPod Pros. We've got Surface mats, and these are mouse pads.
That is pretty groovy.
Large mouse pads, but you can use them on your table under your wrists. We've got mugs. We've got stickers. You can just stick these onto anything.
Stick it onto your car so that everybody can look at it on your way.
Look at this,
school
this
drop
one,
off.
I think you would like, Missy. It's a organic cotton long shirt dress.
Yes, please.
We've got the Eco women's fitted Eco, and a short sleeve shirt there. So a whole bunch of merchandise. More coming.
Exciting.
I hope you guys enjoy these.
We'd love to see any photos if you do get them. Pop them into the Facebook group, and we'd love to see them on you or in your home.
Yeah.
Not vanilla. Okay, Faith. Not vanilla then.
Definitely.
Not vanilla.
Well, we might have vanilla,
So
but not
a lot
for
of
both.
people don't like vanilla.
I love vanilla.
It has to be vanilla and something else, like sandalwood or peonies or something like that. Should be
I
nice.
love vanilla. Vanilla and caramel.
It's very classic.
Yeah, I don't know if do you want to tell everybody what you're going through or not? It's up to you.
Well, you've suggested it twice, so
well,
I think you're
people,
thinking you might want to.
If anything, people are just asking if you're okay.
Are they asking?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, they
They're
were.
not.
They were asking just up here. They were asking. They were saying that they hope you're you're okay. Sending you love, sending you hugs. Hope you feel better soon.
Oh,
Are you okay, Mel?
oh, thank you. I didn't see that. Must have been busy diamond painting.
You can share as much or as little
Yeah,
as you like.
I guess it will come out eventually, but I just don't want to say anything because there's a lot of stigma around things at the moment. I think mental health is becoming, I don't know, stigmatized again in certain areas of, disorders and disabilities and things like that. But as you guys know, I've been struggling with my mental health for quite some time, even before we even started Home Craftology.
It's kind of why I started it. One of the reasons.
Yeah, well, there was that and the cancer stuff, and the cancer journey was definitely a big, would you say, protagonist?
Mhm.
Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big influence on.
A big influence, yeah. So, and also our daughter, who was diagnosed with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. She was diagnosed about 3 years ago, I think, just before the pandemic started to happen, or I think maybe during it, like right in the start of it.
Yeah, we got started with her diagnosis just before the pandemic.
Yeah, and we were back in Melbourne at the time, so it was quite a lengthy process of getting her assessed, and there was a whole bunch of things we needed to go through with her. And her and I have always shared very similarities in personality and likes and dislikes and little quirks and things like that. And I kind of got to thinking about my own struggles as a child and as an adolescent, and things started to sort of add up along the way. And it was very difficult to make this assessment and judge for myself, because I have had a number of traumatic experiences, and every time I'd go to seek help for just gaining some clarity or just getting some help for support of my mental health, everyone would say, oh, you've had so much trauma, no wonder you've got anxiety, no wonder you're suffering with depression, no wonder you can't sleep properly, and blah blah blah. So what do? You just sort of believe them, and they throw you a script for pills and off you go.
What do? You just feel sad.
Constantly, like it's a never-ending cycle.
Like, I'm broken, and it's
well,
because
you're
of
left to think that way. Yeah,
I'm broken because of all this trauma.
Yeah,
and it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, so you're left to your own devices, I guess, and in the meantime, your family is struggling right alongside with you, and everything is being affected by how you feel. And anyway, long story short, I had to advocate for myself. So I sorted out a therapist to get myself assessed for ADHD. And it has been a very long process in terms of getting the right person to sit and try and understand everything, shelling out all of the stuff that I've gone through from childhood to adolescent to young adult, and now being a woman in her late 30s who can't seem to get a hold of life, and find her feet still, even after all this time. So yeah, I was assessed and results are in, and I do have ADHD, and it's always been with me. I've had it for a very, very, very long time, probably since I was a child. I'm not the typical ADHDer where I'm hyperactive, actually quite the contrary. I'm hyperactive in my mind, but not in the physical sense so much. So I'm what they call a combination, where I have traits of impulsivity, I have OCD traits, and I can be really like...
Those are not OCD tendencies, those are OCD traits.
Traits, yep. So I can be quite hyper fixated on things at times, especially if I'm in one of those cycles where I just can't get out of. There's been many times in our relationship where I've been hyper fixated on something and it's gone way out of proportion. It can be both a blessing and a curse. I really get things done when I put my mind to it, but at the same time, if it's not constructive, if it can be quite destructive. And the depression and the anxiety, I mean, that goes hand in hand with ADHD. ADHD.
Here's the scary thing. All this time, they've been treating you for depression and anxiety. But for people with ADHD, if you give them antidepressants, it can often do detrimental or have detrimental effects.
Yeah, so I've been on many antidepressants in my time, both reluctantly and both really like, okay, give me these medicines because I need to get help and I need to be kind of fixed. Knowing full well that every medication that I took never worked, and I always thought that maybe it's the wrong one, maybe I just haven't found my right dosage, maybe I've got to try different antidepressants or all the rest, but I just ended up landing at this point in my life saying to the doctors, I'm medication resistant, nothing works on me. Even CBT therapy, all sorts of cognitive therapies, they don't help. I've often felt like a lost cause, pretty much. There are things in my life that never really added up. I always felt misplaced. I always felt like I didn't fit in anywhere. Kind of felt like an alien in this world that we live in, and was never able to hold a job down. And this is something very, it hurts me to admit. It hurts me because I feel ashamed and I feel guilty and I feel hurt for my family, who I haven't been able to provide for financially. I've done other things, sure. I've raised 2.5 kids most of my life, and without me, they probably wouldn't be the way that they are now as human beings. But at the same time, I've held a resentment in myself that I haven't been able to financially provide for our family. And so I always felt that there was something wrong with me in general, just a bit extra. I can be really in your face at times, can be really go on tangents, obviously, for a very long time. In fact, I did it today at the doctor's and felt very unheard and felt very dismissed. And this is a going trend in my life. Speaking of trends, goes back to the beginning of this conversation. Mental health at the moment in social media, everywhere you look, is being stigmatized again, of having this ADHD diagnosis as being a trend at the moment amongst especially women. Women are coming forward now saying that their children have been diagnosed with ADHD or ASD. They're very similar in how they act, so symptoms and things like that. And they're saying, look, I want to get tested. I want to come forward, and it's now time for me to be assessed. And yeah, this is what I did. And it's been a long time coming. I really wanted to be assessed for a very long time. But as a parent, you just want to get your children better first. You focus all on them.
Well,
And
if I can say one thing, just a reminder to everybody: when Mel got breast cancer, the first doctor that we went and saw dismissed it, but Mel knew something was up. She knew something wasn't quite right. And if you have a feeling in your lives that something isn't quite right, mentally, physically, whateverly, be your own advocate. Go and have a talk to various doctors. Get a second opinion, because it might just save your life.
I think what I've taken away from this whole ordeal, and is ongoing, by the way, because I still, it's very new to me. This is a new diagnosis, and what I've taken away from it is just, you've got to be your own voice. You've got to be your own advocate. Because even the most professional doctor, the most compassionate, you read the profile and you go, hey, this doctor sounds like legit, sounds really good, I'm going to go see that person. Even they can be people that
they can have a bad day too.
That just don't get it, and they're quick to dismiss you, and they're quick to say, look, maybe you do have it, maybe you don't. There's no cure for it, whatever. But which is right, there is no cure. This is something that I'll have for the rest of my life, but it is manageable. And we're sussing out medications and things like that, which is another thing that I'm worried about and stressed about at the moment. But it's really something like solid proof for me, because it all just adds up. It's like the missing piece to the puzzle that I've struggled all my life with. No one picked it up. The amount of doctors and therapists that I've gone to see, no one's actually said, do you want to get a test, or do you want to be assessed for ADHD? Because I think ADHD has only been sort of thought of as a young person diagnosis, a young person disorder, mainly boys, who are very hyperactive, bouncing off the walls, don't give them red cordial sort of thing. And it's not been very common in girls. It's actually very missed in girls, because girls have a lot of hormones to deal with, and they just pass it off to being, anxious and, oh, she's hormonal, leave her alone sort of thing. Whereas that often is far from the truth. But it's only coming to light now, and I think it's a great thing, but it's also, I'm very wary and very cautious about who I tell and who I seek assistance from, because I don't want people to start associating me with constantly having bad things happen to her.
Well, this isn't a new bad thing.
No, and it's something that I've struggled with for a very long time.
This is a good thing.
This is a good thing, but
this is exciting. You get to open a new chapter in your life now.
But it's also, from my point of view, it's like, oh, she's lost a child, she's had breast cancer, now she's got ADHD.
No, she always had it.
What else has she got? This person just...
Well, put it this way.
She's always got something. She's a hypochondriac,
Look,
let's just leave her alone.
You had lots of things. And now that you've been formally diagnosed with this, it means you don't have a lot of things you thought you had. You thought you had incurable sadness, and you thought you had bipolar, and you thought you had all these other things, and you thought you're broken from trauma.
Yeah.
You may still have parts of you that feel broken from trauma, but
for sure.
But you don't have a lot of that big cloud over your head now. You have a specific thing, and you get to start a new chapter of understanding of yourself now.
It's definitely put things in a new light. Not everybody thinks like Chris. Not everyone thinks, hey, this person's gone through a lot. Yeah, sure, but let's break it down. Let's see what were her elements. What is it that she's got? And everyone is quick to judge on someone who is unwell all the time. I'm not perfect. I know I've done the judging in my time, but I don't do it so much anymore because I've been that person now. Like I know what it's like to have comorbidities following you, literally chasing you every day. And so yeah, this is what I've been traversing lately, guys.
Let's just read through some comments here. Both saying you're not a hypochondriac.
Sure feel like it sometimes.
Donna agrees with you about ADHD. Being associated with young males, missing diagnoses for so many others. Yeah, because it presents differently in males.
It's a huge gap.
And Dina says it's brave of you to fight to find out what to do to help. And also remember, I mean, we are advocates for mental health. We're now doing Mental Health Fridays.
Now it's turned to Friday.
Let's just do mental health every day. Aaron, now you know it will make you stronger, and you need to talk. Feel free to message me. Oh, thank you, Taryn.
Thank you, Taryn. Thank you.
Taryn knows a lot about this stuff too.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
And Prosa tells you, we all love you. Chris loves you. Yes, I do. Forever and always. It's on our rings. Which I can't. I can't wear my wedding ring because it gives me a rash. But I wear it when we go out.
So sad.
I can't be locked down.
we need to change it to a platinum ring, so
it is a platinum ring.
No, it's actually white gold.
Oh, I thought it was platinum.
No, I think it's white gold.
Pretty sure it's platinum.
Oh. Maybe you need to change it to
white
gold.
It's not as bad as gold. Like, it's just that I think the moisture gets stuck under there, and that gives me eczema.
Look, I get the same, but I still wear my rings. So, and I'll show you. Like, I get eczema underneath. See the dry skin?
Wow, but anything else that gives you eczema, you get worried about.
Well, my rings are very precious to me. I don't like taking them off.
Fair enough. Faith says you're not a lost cause, and Faith, I hope you're doing well. Where's Turtle? I haven't seen Turtle today. I hope Turtle's doing okay. Taryn completely understands what you're going through. It's hard when first diagnosed. You get to know what is happening. He is super smart, and he has been on a 2 milligram dose.
Gonfacine. I've heard of gonfacine, and my psychiatrist was like, "That's like an expressant or something," and then I'm like, "Well, maybe it's an American drug thing, so we might not have it here."
Taryn's kids have been longer down the path, and they want you to start on the most common meds first.
Yeah, no, I get that. There is like a suggestion.
I think, Taryn, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Suggestion of Ritalin, which is Concerta, I think.
And Dorina can relate to hyperfixating on thoughts. So, I mean, now we know diamond painting definitely works for people with ADHD.
It really does. You get in the zone, like you zone in on.
Is it because it's so easy? And
yes, it is.
Because it gives you dopamine to get things right, and
like every single diamond would give you a little like microdose of dopamine.
Ooh, I like microdose.
Microdose of dopamine, and that's the thing with ADHD too, is the dopamine levels in your brain aren't as, I guess, present in neurotypical
if you're not doing the things that your body needs to create dopamine, your brain will try and do the things that it thinks will give you the biggest hit.
Sorry, like neurodivergent people.
Like shopping. Alcohol, like drugs.
I'm just lucky that I don't have the alcohol and the drugs. Thing, because a lot of that is a very big problem in people with ADHD, which I'm only just finding out, but I have the addiction stuff, pretty much. It's been really hard, that stuff, but I'm conscious about it and trying to make the conscious effort to rein it all in. So it's really hard. Really, really hard. But anyway, guys, that's what I've been going through. So I'm sorry if I've not been available to you guys and been here for a lot of the streams that Chris has been doing. I have missed you all so very much.
This is another way Mel gets dopamine.
It is. Yeah, because you guys are my family now, which is really, really sweet. And
Yeah,
it's just really nice to
Process she
connect.
does not drink coffee or caffeine anymore, actually. Not for a long
I
time.
actually can't have caffeine. It makes me physically ill. And besides the anxiety, it makes me sick. So I can't have coffee. I can have tea, but I can't have coffee. And if I have more than 2 cups of tea per day, then I feel sick as well. So I'm just super, super sensitive to stimulants, which actually makes me a bit worried about the stimulants that they want to put me on. Because if I react that way, I know that everyone says they're different.
They're different stimulants.
But I'm just like, I find it, my head is finding it very hard to wrap around the whole stimulant concept of stimulants make ADHD brains better in how, like, the executive functioning terms of things.
Taryn, have you seen which pen I'm using? How good is this pen? This is fantastic.
I thought you were going to poke my eye.
Why would I poke your eye?
I don't know, just the way you came at me like that, like...
You better.
Oh, it looks like a doctor's, like, open your mouth. Oh my god, I'm so childish.
Yeah, I love it. Hey guys, can I show you guys one more thing? I know we jump topics a lot here. What did I want to show you? I wanted to show you guys my collection. I've been slowly adding to my personal collection of things. I don't think I put it in the menu yet. Or if you search for Chris, if you'll find it. Okay, I'll search for Chris. I've got to put a menu item for Chris's collection. Can you guys see what I'm looking at? Not yet. Let me share my screen. I want to show you guys. If you search for Chris, and yeah, a new menu item will come. Look at all of the kits that I have printed. We've got a Garden Fairy. We've got Red Riding Hood. Magical Pumpkin Carriage. We've got a new mage. That's probably one of my favorites. I love the mage. We'll take a look at that.
I like the pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin is beautiful. Came out really well. We've got Cinderella. We've got Magic Books. Enchanted Red Dress. We've got the Red Queen. We've got Queen of Owls. I'll show you that one. Magic Lamp and the Dragon. The Gold Queen down here and my elf. And I'll be working on some new ones this week, actually. You guys like this?
It's pretty cool.
Oops. Too much.
There's a lot of different blues in that one.
Yeah.
And the further away you go from that picture, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So doing it in a large size would be really nice. Yeah, I like that one. The pumpkin. Cinderella, isn't it? Is it from Cinderella?
It is. I just didn't want to get in trouble with Disney.
Oh yeah. And is that like Beauty and the Beast thing?
Could be. Whoops. Whoops. Whoops.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to zoom in, but it's zooming in. Yeah, it could be Beauty and the Beast, but
it just looked like Beauty and the Beast.
I mean, I've been inspired by Disney for these ones.
No, they're really nice.
Red Queen and Owl.
The Red Riding Hood.
Well, this one's got an owl because I like.
Oh
that.
yeah.
And you like owls, so I just Red Riding Hood with an owl.
That's all right.
This is one of my favorites, the new dragon. A dragon and a cat, or a fox.
It's very bright. Oh yeah, I think it's a fox.
Dragon and a fox. We've got my magic lamp. Another one of my favorites.
Because you love Aladdin.
I love Aladdin, and I just love how the tiles came out in this one. It came out perfect. Who doesn't love Aladdin? How can you not? This is also
It's my favorite.
this is my gold queen. I think we've seen her before. Oops. It looks like she's made out of honeycomb. And then, of course, we've got my elf, inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Pretty cool.
The lamp is your favorite, Faith? Oh, thanks. Carla likes the dragon. Yeah, pen-wise. I mean, I love Mel's pen. I love Mel's pen. Mel's pen's fantastic. This thing's great. But Chris's pen is better. I don't know. I like it. The light up, it's.
Oh, it's very beneficial for the light up. Yeah, definitely.
I think if you combine my pen with.
But I think that mine is the OG.
Yeah.
Just saying, guys. Just saying. I am going to actually use the OG.
You don't know why you're not.
Well, I don't know. I just seem to gravitate towards a traditional, stylus. But
You're a traditional girl.
I don't like change a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just not my thing.
Because I love change.
Well, you thrive on change.
I think non-divergents do.
You think change is exciting
Mhm.
and thrilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be like that too, but it's just not my default.
Yeah. It's okay. It takes many different minds to make this world.
Oh, that's so true. I
Taryn-
love that.
Taryn says she only uses Mel's pen and Chris's light up pen.
Ah,
She's
special.
torn between allegiances.
Like mine's got the special curve. It's very like feminine, isn't it? Mel's pen. It's
Yeah.
very feminine.
Curved like a woman.
Look, it's curved like a woman. You
Don't
know
do that.
what?
No, nothing. So just stroking your pen, stroking the curve.
Like I have to hold it somehow, right? And you play with your pen all the time. For God's sakes, get your mind out of the gutter. Honestly,
It doesn't take much.
I wasn't even thinking about that when I was touching my pen.
But you were stroking the pen. I know. I get it.
Gosh.
This is a family-rated show, so innuendos only. Cool thing about the light-up pen is, when you get a gap between your diamonds, and you can't see exactly what the symbol is. Well, the light-up pen just lights right through that. It's pretty cool. And when you add the batteries in, it's got a nice weight to it. now comes the adult part of our show.
So it's a very masculine pen.
Men's pen during the day and Chris's pen at night.
It's a masculine pen. This is a feminine pen.
What
It has curves. It
Would-
feels softer. It feels nicer.
is that going to be? My next pen? My next T-shirt? Stroking the pen.
You choose. Choice is yours.
Drilling with my pen.
You get a masculine pen if you feel like you want to be masculine, which is fine. Totally fine. I feel like I want to be masculine sometimes, so I might get myself a Chris's pen. And you feel like you want to be feminine, you go
Craftology
with
after
the
dark.
you go with the beautiful, smooth, curvy mouse pen. I like it. I like that we have some diversity here.
So, if we got home craftology, do we want to call this bed craftology?
No, I like the after dark actually.
Home craftology once the kids are in bed.
That's what you used to be after dark.
Yeah, that was my DJ name.
Hmm.
Only after dark. One of them.
birthdays.
One of the DJ names.
What was the other ones?
I
D
had
for dirty.
D for dirty, which was my main.
He's always been dirty, guys. Always.
My main-
Had a dirty, filthy mind.
Yes. Sense of humor. A filthy sense of humor. I had D for dirty. I had Only After Dark, and I had Dr. Subsonic.
That's right. I
Those-
like all of them. They're great names.
Dr. Subsonic was my coaching name when I was a coach. Oh, okay. For those of you who don't know, yeah, I used to be a DJ and a record producer. That's how we met. Produced one of several tracks at Mel, and back then my stage name was D for Dirty. And if you do look us up if you look me up on Spotify, you probably will find D for Dirty there. If you do want to check, it's like, I don't know if you like it or not. It's some house, electro, and then some hard dance.
Should find it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the audience for hard dance.
Oh, people like hard dance. People like dance. That's romantic. How you met? Oh, yeah, it is. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go through that whole story of how we met?
Faith,
Okay, never mind.
you naughty, naughty, naughty little girl. That is terribly inappropriate.
Yes, get on board.
Chris's
with
pen is
that.
stiff, not curvy. Damn.
It's a masculine pen. Stiff and masculine pen.
Is. A penis. Penis, stiff and masculine.
Mine is the curvy, feminine pen.
Should we do a t-shirt like this?
What would that symbolize?
I don't know, like it's just like the two different styles of pens. Like,
Attack of the pens.
you know, no spills. If we put a cross like
Oh,
that and
yeah,
then say
yeah.
no spills, no diamond spills.
You're covered if you have these two pens.
I got another idea for a t-shirt. I'm thinking, it was thrills, drills, and no diamond spills. What do you guys like? Do you guys like that? Thrills,
Yeah.
drills, and no diamond spills. Stiff and curvy. Taryn, you shouldn't be encouraging me.
It's funny.
Oh, the favor that I was going to ask you guys. You guys are like our favorite core customers. Anyone who watches these videos, you are the top of the top. The creme.
Creme. What is it? Creme de la crop?
I was going to say cremer of my coffee,
Oh.
but that one's better. And I was just wondering if I could ask you guys, if you see my ads on Facebook, which I'm sure you all do. I've got some new ones coming out. So, look, first of all, keep your eyes open, because I'm doing things a bit differently these days with advertising garment paintings. You're going to see on Facebook some of the videos that maybe you've seen before, but they've been recut. And at the end of it, there'll be a secret sale. Massive secret sales. I got secret sales offering 40% off, but you can only get those sales if you click on that ad, and the whole website changes. You click on an ad, it might say 40% off customs, and you click on that, and the website will suddenly give you 40% off customs, but it's only there for that particular day, that particular time. So look out for those ads. That's number one. Number two, if I could ask a favor, if you see my ads on Facebook, you guys, my favorite peoples, if you see my ads on Facebook, don't feel like you can't. No, let me rephrase this. Please, absolutely drop a photo of your kits on my ads on Facebook. I would appreciate that so much. And I think I might even pick out a few. If I see that you've posted pictures to my ads and I see them, I'll pick out a few and I'll send you some free kits.
Good deal.
Sound good? I'll even announce them on the stream if I see them.
Oh my god.
Oh
My
my god,
hair
what?
is so dark on it's
Sweetheart,
ridiculous.
you're gorgeous. Just stop. Just stop.
No,
It's
it's just so dark. I'm like, what?
my hair
It's
is
not
like
even that
my
dark.
hair is thinning on camera right here. Where did it go?
It's not. It's actually quite good.
Well, my hair is-
Never looked so good.
I don't know about that. But anyway. Yes, you're beautiful.
With shouty capitals.
You're beautiful, okay? Jesus. Should I give you guys a room?
Aww.
You gonna do any dawn painting today?
I did.
Did you?
I've been doing it all this time.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
not seen it?
No, I've been looking at my own square and trying to get this done.
I'm just fixing them up as I go.
Karina's always loved your hair. Any of you guys started streaming yet? That'd be cool. Cool if we could watch you guys for a change instead of having to be watched. Distracted by my. I think she's distracted by how dirty you girls are.
What?
Just she said I was distracted by my my shenanigans.
Your shenanigans?
Yes, but I think
Who's distracted? I'm lost.
they're saying you're distracted by my shenanigans, but I think you're distracted by their shenanigans.
No, I'm not distracted by anyone. I'm just distracted by my own reflection because it's like
Distracting.
not great.
I think that's the difference too with divergent women. I think divergent boys. I don't know. Maybe I don't. No, you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. I don't know enough about it.
You can make assumptions.
No, I was
and things.
I was
It's
going to
very
assume divergent
interesting.
boys don't obsess over their appearance maybe as much as divergent girls.
Maybe.
But that's a big generalization. And as I was saying it in my head, I realized it was probably not the best thing to say on camera because I don't know. I got no idea.
We're still learning, right? And brains are complicated. There's no like two brains that are the same.
That's
We're
right.
all very complicated, complex creatures, and not even doctors fully understand how the brain works. So it makes sense to just like wonder about things sometimes. Sure, it might not be politically correct at times, but
Well, I'm really
Hey.
politically correct.
like I've always struggled with body image issues, always since I was a kid.
Actually, I'm always politically correct. What am I saying? I'm not one of those guys who gets upset about being politically correct. I like being politically correct.
Yeah.
Ooh. Someone bought the black portfolio. A3 portfolio. Nice choice. Oh, someone bought a Homecraftology. I got excited. I thought somebody bought our logo as a kit. It's just someone bought a frame.
It's just a frame. Oh look, that's the first kit that I did.
Oh yeah, the
owls.
Yeah.
It's a nice kit, that one.
Oh, I love using the roller. Have you used this on your little area?
No, I'll have to use it.
It's so satisfying. Yeah, you give it a roll.
I get a roll?
Get a roll.
Oh,
Yeah, nice, huh? You like it? Click it all into place.
very good.
Do you know too many people are too politically correct? Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I definitely don't think you're wrong. I think too many people get upset when people don't say the right thing. But you think we're too? You think we're too worried about upsetting people when we say things? I don't know. I mean, we have to try and be inclusive, don't we? We don't know everybody's story. We don't know where they've come from, what they've been through.
Yeah. For sure. You never know when you're gonna step on somebody's toes. It's difficult to speak out about stuff.
You've got to be so careful with the things you say too, especially as a business owner.
Mm.
You know, we don't want to make anybody feel excluded.
Not
Sometimes
at
you
all.
might say something that was perfectly acceptable for your entire life, but is not acceptable anymore, and you just blurt it out, even though you didn't mean to.
Yeah, I have a habit of blurting out a lot of things.
Your filter
Um,
doesn't work sometimes.
Oversharing sometimes, and it's like, no, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that.
That one's pretty. New flower watercolor. It's very pretty. Yeah, like this whole thing with canceling people who say the wrong thing. I can completely understand it, but
What people?
well, for example, like um, there was and this didn't actually go through and have any consequences, but Metallica. So their song Master of Puppets was included in Stranger Things, and they shot to number one in Spotify again, and
Mhm.
they got famous again. And new people who didn't really know much about Metallica, the new fans that came up because of that,
The younger
the younger ones,
generations.
went and had a
Yeah.
look through their old photos, and they saw a photo of Metallica in their early 20s being absolute dickheads in Germany, um, doing a mock Hail Hitler salute.
Oh, okay.
Now back then it was controversial to do that kind of thing,
Mm.
but now it's like career ending. You know,
Yeah.
back then you could be edgy. People,
Everyone gets so offended now,
yeah,
don't
they
they?
do. And back then you could be edgy if you were a rock star. That was edginess. But now you do that kind of thing and your career's over. So the new kids of today who just discovered Metallica started to try and make a cancel movement against them
Oh god.
because of this photo of one of them in the band from the 1980s doing something stupid. And where do we draw the line?
Wow.
Where do we draw the line? I know that they're ashamed of doing that now, but they didn't know better back then.
Back then, a lot of things were different. You could get away with a lot of
Oh,
things.
yeah. True.
The world has changed.
Comedians back then were awful.
Yeah.
Say awful things about people.
Yeah, like I Hate Saturday. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, but no one on the stream would know. Hey,
No,
hey.
no.
But yeah, Australia has a really bad old habit of being extraordinarily closet racists on TV. And we had this TV show that we all in Australia loved. It was called Hey Hey It's Saturday. And we watched it every Saturday. It was like a variety show on Saturday night. And it went off air after 24 or 25 years, maybe
It
even
was a
27 years.
long-running show. Yeah.
And they had a revival, just a one episode revival where I think it was Harry Connick Jr. From America. They had him over as a guest judge on the show. They had like a talent quest on the show, and all these idiots would come out and do some stupid act, and then the judges would judge them and give them a score out of 10, and it was just a bit of fun. And one of the best acts that we ever had on the show in Australia was this guy who dressed like Michael Jackson, and he had dolls of Michael Jackson in front of him and dolls of Michael Jackson behind him, and they were all body parts were all held up by big sticks, and he was dancing as Michael Jackson. But because he had the dolls in front of him and behind him, he was dancing as Jackson 5. Did a great job on the dance. It was fantastic. The moves were fantastic because it was dolls that he was a puppeteer. But the problem is, he was wearing blackface. And in Australia, we had a long period of time where blackface was laughed at. And we didn't know any better. But then Harry Connick Jr. saw this and he saw what was happening, and he just stood up and said, "Look, this is wrong. I know you have a different culture here in Australia, but where I come from, this is racism." And at the time, the Aussies, we didn't understand, and now we do. And looking back over the way they treated black or any other color skins on the show, it's horrible.
Kamal was one of them too.
Yeah, Kamal is a very famous. I think he was either Indian or Pakistani. Originally singers on the show. He was incredible. He was
really great singer.
a great singer, but
Yeah.
they did awful things to him. Like they would throw flour on him and say, "Now you're a white guy."
Yeah, that was awful. But back then, everyone laughed at it.
He laughed it off, but then as he mentioned in his book recently, he would go home and just feel awful.
Yeah, oh, that's so sad. It's so heartbreaking. to think that our culture was like that when we were kids. Like we grew up around that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember like growing up around that as well as like some of the Asian cultures as well.
Yeah, and our parents would
Yeah.
laugh at that sort of stuff. Even your
Yeah.
parents, who were ethnic, would laugh at that stuff, and then your parents, who were getting racist treatment on them, would then be racist to other
Everyone was doing it to everybody. Like it was ridiculous.
people. Stupid.
Like the world has changed so much since then. Our culture has changed so much since then. And now when we go to events and things like that, the facilitators would often say like a homage to the custodians, the original custodians of the land.
Mhm.
You know, the Aboriginal people who occupied the land for many, many years before us.
Mhm.
So that is a beautiful thing that we've recently been
Yeah.
like hearing a lot
So
in events.
if we have a concert, or if we have a special event, or something that's being filmed, or if we have a gathering of any type,
Mm.
the host will quite often and should,
Start off by saying,
yeah,
you
we
know,
honor
yeah,
the original custodians of the land that we are currently sitting on for this meeting.
yeah, and it's a really beautiful way to open something because that is their land. Like technically, we're just honoring that, and
And the
like the whole generation.
the
of
Aboriginals in our community. So the Aboriginals, for those who don't know, those are
indigenous.
the indigenous
people. Yeah.
people of Australia, who were here 50,000 years before white people arrived. Similar in I guess concept to Indians of America, the Native Indians, except our Aboriginals weren't given their land back. They weren't given.
And they were treated poorly. So
The Indians were
poorly.
as well, and I couldn't even judge who was treated the worst.
Yeah, I don't know enough to comment
Me
on
either.
it.
I guess that's a better way of saying it, but I do know that they were treated awfully. It's a big shame that Australia has, and we're only just now starting to realise that the effect it's had on them as a people and them as individuals
And
is
generations.
completely unfair.
The generations before, like after them, after the people who were wrongly and poorly treated. I have an Aboriginal friend, and just hearing her story and her family history and how people still sort of treat her like the minority really is hurtful and heartbreaking. I don't know a lot about it,
It
but
was really cool, that last meeting we went to, and she taught us a lot about the culture and a lot about the language and languages
so
that they use.
fascinating how they have like little rituals for things, and how she's not allowed to speak on certain land.
No, she can speak. What she said was she's not allowed to use their language unless they allow her to.
Oh
Because
yes, that's right.
every Aboriginal region had a different language, and she can't use their
She
language
can't use
in
that,
here.
right? Just
Just-
out of respect and
And she can't actually welcome us to another Aboriginal's land.
because it's not hers. Yeah.
And she can't play the didgeridoo because only men are allowed to play it in
Yeah.
her tribe.
Yeah, oh, it's so fascinating. All of the cultural stuff. I just find that so fascinating.
I'm just trying to say your name. Stweebgao. You think your grandmother would have enjoyed diamond painting?
Estweeb.
Eswid? And she used to do a lot of cross stitching. Stood web girl.
SD.
Standard definition web girl. SD web girl. Welcome, SD web girl. I don't think I've seen your chats in the stream before. SD web girl. Standard definition web girl. Reminds me of our daughter's name. Our daughter's name is Abigail. So it's kind of close. Web girl. Abigail. Jarina, you met a Native American, and he told us fascinating things and showed us the different items and what they were used for.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I remember when I went to the States, and I went on a Grand Canyon tour, and I went with the tour bus was I think a Indian reservation tour. I think it's a long time ago, and and I can't hydrate right now. I don't have the water with me. We'll do the giveaway shortly, but when we went on the Grand Canyon tour, the it was run by the Indians of the reservation, and I think I got to eat snake, but I got to see a lot of their
Ew, snake.
it was nice. I think I remember them cooking a big snake. Is that a thing, guys? You know, am I misremembering this? Do they cook snake in
I mean, I would think they would because, you know, they eat off the land, which is like the indigenous
look,
people too.
Yeah, they do, and it's not like the Native Americans don't live as you would expect when you see like an Aboriginal tribe. I guess every Native American, what do they call them, the places they live. I guess they all have their own rules. We together went to the Mohegans, and the Mohegans are allowed to have casinos on the reservation. That's their local law. And in the Grand Canyon, they have different local customs and stuff. So they didn't live off the land; they lived in houses and stuff like regular people.
Maybe they had particular delicacies that they kept in tradition. You know, like the French do, like with their snails and things like that.
Yep. Well, the snake was, from what I remember, it tasted like chicken.
Like a delicacy for them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Aussies eat all sorts of things, so it's not that ill. We even eat kangaroos over here.
I don't.
I prefer not to. They don't taste
I
very
don't.
nice.
No. Do you remember that time where I tasted duck?
Yeah. That was too much for me.
Never again.
Duck was too much for me.
He told me that it was some sort of, was it chicken or
I thought
beef?
it was chicken.
Did you say it was chicken?
I thought it was chicken, and as I was
Because
eating
I said there's a wing. Okay, it must be chicken. He's like, oh yeah, it's chicken. Like, you'll like this. Taste it. And I'm like, I'm eating it, and I took a little bit of a bite, and I'm like, this
doesn't taste
feel
like chicken.
like chicken. It's not. It's too chewy. And then I realized that it was duck.
I have a gripe against duck when people cook
It was
duck.
not nice.
Do you know what I don't like about duck? When you cook a chicken, it's got to be thoroughly cooked. The meat has got to be thoroughly cooked. When you cook a duck, they cook it rare. It's poultry.
Yeah,
It
you're
should
careful
be.
with that,
It should be
right?
fully cooked. No, apparently it doesn't have to be. But I don't like that. I don't like that.
No.
Fully cook my poultry, thank you. Faith, yeah, we got to eat those kangaroos. Faith, there's more kangaroos in Australia than there are people, and kangaroos are not this friendly little huggable.
No, they're awful. They make awful sounds sometimes.
They are beasts, and the males are scary, and I've
Not
seriously
all of them are friendly.
I've seriously seen a male kangaroo bigger than Mike Tyson. They're not cute. They're not cute. Not the big ones, not the big red kangaroos. Just last week, didn't we have a kangaroo murdered somebody?
What?
Yeah, this guy kept a kangaroo on his farm as a pet for the last 15 years, and it murdered him. And they actually,
Oh my god!
it sliced him open, and
No way!
yeah, that's what they do. They get
Kill it.
yeah, they get on their back, they get on their tail, and they get their big talons up from their back feet, and they slice your stomach open.
Oh my god!
That's how they kill each
You're
other.
gonna give people nightmares.
And the paramedics couldn't get into the property because the kangaroo wouldn't let them get to the man. So they actually had to shoot the kangaroo. The police had to come shoot the kangaroo so the paramedics could go in and help the man, but he didn't
Where
make
was
it.
this? Was this in Queensland?
It was in Queensland. It was in Queensland, up in the rural areas. Could have been any rural area. The kangaroos, the male kangaroos, can be up to 8 feet tall, and their muscles look like boxes. You've seen them, haven't you?
I'm kind of speechless with this kangaroo. Is he like half human?
Drina, you may have met one on safari, but remember, there are several types of kangaroos. We have wallabies that are that big. We have normal kangaroos, which are about 4 to 5 foot tall and are about 50 to 60 kilograms. That's a normal kangaroo, and they're quite nice. But the larger kangaroos, the big red kangaroos, they're not so nice. But the males of any species are territorial, and honestly,
Make awful sounds when they're like agitated.
these aren't nice, friendly animals, guys. These are wild creatures.
And I'm so scared because we live
Oh,
in a place full of kangaroos.
Yeah, these kangaroos where we live, these are little ones though. And
There's been big ones that we've seen.
they're still little compared to what I grew up with. They're tiny here.
Used to live in Canberra. Obviously, there was a lot of
Big,
kangaroos
big
there
red
too.
8-foot tall kangaroos.
Ugh, yuck! And they're so dirty. Like they're disgusting. I know they appear cute in photos and images that you see, and I'm sure some little ones are cute.
Do we have a kangaroo hunting season? We don't have a hunting season. We just have all year
Oh,
round.
we have rabbit hunting.
We have
People like to hunt rabbits.
Actually,
here.
right now,
My family did
well,
a long time ago.
right now, right now in Australia, we have a cull happening. So people are contracted to go out and kill as many kangaroos as they can, for the moment, because they're overrunning the farms. They trample the fences and they trample the growth,
God.
the things like that we need to eat. So they're killing them. They're killing them a lot.
Yeah, they hunt rabbits. People here, not rabbits.
You said that
Yeah,
a few times.
Yeah, I did.
Oh dear. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. We've been streaming for an hour and 16 minutes. We have to do a giveaway. I'm going to pop my... look, if you need to know what release papers are, guys, this is a release paper right here. I'm going to show you from my... There it is. Release papers. Now, if you have seen one of our kits, I'm pretty sure we're the only company to be doing this. I could be wrong, but we were essentially the first. If other companies are doing these, we are still the first. So these release papers. Haiti, welcome to the chat. Can she lift you up? Can who lift me up? Kangaroos? Not sure. I mean, I wouldn't want to get lifted up by a kangaroo. Yeah, so these release papers. These are papers that we include in your kit.
Feels so nice.
And what you do with these is when you've cut a section out that you want to work on and you've done working on it, you just pop the release paper on there. And look, they just peel right off. It just peels off. And you pop it back down and your kit is protected. So one of the things that I did, and I want to show you guys this. What, memento? Going to be covering this in our very first YouTube, which I'm going to be doing shortly with you, sweetheart. I did say that weird. I don't know. You know when you say a word and then halfway through the word you decide you're going to say another word and then both of them come out wrong? Sweetie heart. All right. So this was a kit I just pulled out the other day. Ow! I just hit my head on the camera. All right, that's a bit low. All right. So, the kit didn't come with this paper on it. Okay? I'm just going to zoom out that top bit so everyone can see a little bit more. Okay. So the kit did not come with this release paper on it. It came with this plastic covering. So I pulled the entire plastic covering off the kit. Okay, that's now gone. And I put my release papers down here. And you can do that for any of your kits. You peel them right off. Honestly, it doesn't matter which side you put the release paper. Any side will work. So don't panic over whether if you put the wrong side of the release papers. And now I can just pull these parts off and work on them as I want. You don't have to put all the release papers down. I just did this to show everybody how it works. But if you've never used these before, they are so easy, and I think we are the only company that includes them. The reason why I love them is because they're all cut to the same size, which makes things really handy. You don't have to cut your own release paper. I just thought I'd show you guys that. Just thought people would want to see it. So, anyway, moving along.
Good job.
Let's
I
do
think that's pretty
a
clever.
giveaway, and let's use some release paper for the giveaway. I'm going to write a number. Okay, we're going to pick a number out of 50. 13 of you playing. Faith, you want smaller sizes of release paper? Well, let me show you a trick, Faith. You can fold it in half, and you can cut it down the middle. I know that's pretty patronizing. But no, I can't include different sizes. I can't include different sizes because it'd be really tricky for my staff to count which sizes. It'd be all over the shop. But you can make these smaller yourself. But I'm only going to include this one size. All right, I'm going to write down a number. Nobody knows this number except I'm going to. I can't cut straight either, Faith. Honestly, my cutting skills are like that of a primary school kid.
Just get one of those. What do you call them? They're like types of. I wouldn't call them a machine because they're not. It's not a machine, but it's like a. It cuts straight. What are they called?
Slicer? A chevrolet? No, not a chevrolet. A machete? No.
No, they're called something. I can't
Trebuchet?
remember.
No.
But they like you put the piece of paper in.
A rotary cutter? Maybe a rotary cutter.
And then you go like you pull something down and it cuts really straight or something. I don't know. Call it a slicer.
Alright, Taryn, I'm sending you the code and then I'll announce what we're playing for. So, Taryn, you've got the number. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing for a $20 gift voucher for Homecraftology. And the gift voucher is not a store credit. It's not a discount coupon. You're playing for a gift card, which means you can spend it whenever you want, on whatever you want. And you can take into account any specials that we have. Make sense? All right, guys. Today's a number between 0 and 50. Taryn's got the number. The winner will be the first person to put the number in the chat, and you can start now. And the first person that we see who gets the number, well, you're going to be the winner. But you can start now. Let's go, guys. Let's see some numbers. 48, no. 13, no. 45, no. 13, no. 37, no. Sorry, it's none of those numbers. 33, 12, 25, none of those. 5, 27, no. 3, 17, 10, 21, nope. 24, 15, haven't seen it yet, guys. Keep going. Taryn's just double checking to see if anyone's got it. No one's got it yet that I can see. 49, no. 49, not 33, not 41, not 5. Oh, do we have a winner? We have a winner already. Hold on, I'm scrolling back up. Proser got it. Yeah, you're right. Proser got it today. Congratulations. $20 gift voucher. Congratulations, Proser. Just do me a favor, Proser. Pop your email into the chat for me, and I will create a gift card for you right now. Where are we? Gift cards. I know I've created one for you before. It's just easier if you pop your name in, because that way I can double check it's going to the right person. Sheza is happy. Congratulations. Don't forget to pop your email in there. Faith, you've lost your streak. Yeah, got it. Thank you very much. Oops. Gotcha, Shezzy. Sheza or Shezzy? Or a Cherie? Is it a Sheza or a Sheza?
I don't know.
Cherie, Shezzy. I think it's a Shezzy. All right, Proser, that's done. That should be in your inbox. You now have $20 to spend on the store. Cheese. Well, we don't have time to review Facebook tonight, but if we're feeling up for it, we may stream over the weekend. And we'll probably do Facebook updates then, because we've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm exhausted. How about you?
Not exhausted, but
I do a
all
lot
good.
of talking.
Yeah.
Should I shut up?
No, no, not at all.
I know other streams. There's like usually less talking going on and like more gameplay.
We like to
or-
be very interactive with our,
Yeah, that is
with our
true.
viewers,
That
and
is-
that's a good thing.
I hope it's true. If you guys ever have any feedback on things that you'd like to see, things that you're not seeing, things that you don't like to see, let us know. You always have fun. I hope you have fun. We talk about some serious stuff, and then we talk about some naughty stuff, and then we do a bit of diamond painting.
We bounce from topic to topic sometimes, but that's good. That's all right.
Talk about stiff pens and curvy pens and you know, mental health problems and everything in
And
between.
these are all memorable things that each and every one of our members will remember us for. And they'll hopefully keep coming back for more. I hope we make it worth your while on your evening and give you something to
Shez-
laugh about.
Cherie, you should have gotten an email with the card. So just check your email, your inbox. It's gone through. I've got the code here. It's definitely your gift card. It's got $20 loaded on it. It's been sent to you to that email address that you popped in. If you don't get it, hit me up on Facebook and I'll let you know the code. But it should be in your inbox.
What was that?
I need a crisp pen with a light up tip. Yeah, I'm going to be working on that.
And I thought she said, oh my god, I don't even want to know. You don't want to know what I thought she said.
Tip down side by side. Maybe don't. Okay. We'll see if these get in focus. Come on, camera. Damn it.
No, it's focusing on your face.
Diana, cheers. Thank you, Diana. Love you. Cheers, everybody.
What do I have? You got it, Mel. What one? What did I get?
Oh, I can't,
I'm so confused.
can't get focused that close. Tips here. So that's the tips, and then I'll light it up. Martial arts move.
What do I have?
You got it.
I'm so confused.
You need a crisp pen with a tip up and a Mel pen with a tip down side by side. Like this.
They're side by side.
Like this. I'm confused. Are you trying to be dirty? Because I'm confused.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused. All right, guys. That's it for today. We will see you possibly over the weekend. If not, then we will definitely see you on Monday. And thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for all your support, guys. We love you so much. Have a great evening.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.